Happy Sunday, everybody. It's hard to know where to begin with the weekend that we've had. I decided to share it with you so that you understand that everyone is human and these things do happen. It unfolded into a mess yesterday. It was just one unfortunate series of events after another that could have been so easily avoided. So please heed my warning, because if I had known a very small detail, I would have easily avoided this entire problem. So let's just dive in, okay? Because there's a lot to unpack here. So I'm going to show you yesterday. Yesterday I started making this video, and it was largely based on the fact that I had an injured chicken, okay? And it's a little bit gruesome. I'm going to show it here in just a second. If you're not a huge fan of gruesome things, don't watch. She was injured by a rooster, okay? And I, of course, in order to give her time to heal, isolated her. She has been eating normally, acting fine. In fact, I didn't even know she was hurt. I had to pick her up and inspect her carefully to understand that there was anything wrong with her. So that was kind of like fault number one, because I'm not sure when she was injured. Then I started making this video yesterday, and it doesn't even matter what the topic was. But I was showing her. I moved her around. I touched her all over. And what I didn't know was she had chicken lice on her. And then, because of the topic of my video, I went and got and touched lots of other chickens from my farm. Right after touching her. In the same clothes, not wearing gloves, not worrying about it, because why would I? Therefore, what do I get to do today? I get to treat every flock for lice. I didn't realize that isolated chickens that aren't integrated into the flock, the ones that aren't moving a lot, and of course her immune system is down because she has a very serious injury, which made her a prime target for any kind of insect infestation. And if I had known that, I would have been checking her daily, because lice and mites, the lifespan of to full development of a lice is a week. And so while this is actually good for getting rid of them, which we're going to talk about here in a little bit, it is a pain is in how quickly they take over, okay? Because she is absolutely, I will not lie to you, covered in lice. But I promise you, last week, when I figured out she was injured and I washed her whole entire body, she did not have lice last week. So what I would suggest is, if you do have an injured chicken that is by itself, that you be checking that one. Then, if you have broody hens right now that you are separating and they are sitting and they are not moving, they are prime targets to have these kinds of insects infestations, okay? So unfortunately, next to my injured chicken, because why wouldn't I had a broody chicken, right? Sitting on 14 eggs. And of course, even though she's in a different section of the same structure, she also has mites. She also has lice. And it's not as bad because it hasn't, obviously, it took a little while for them to make their way over there, so she's only had them for a few days. But under no circumstances can she keep those eggs, okay? Because this is the really important part of lice and mites. Only a couple lice or mites on a baby chick can kill them very quickly. They cannot, their little tiny bodies cannot handle it. So she may not hatch out chicks until I'm 100% sure she doesn't have it. And even though I'm using natural chemicals and all that stuff, that's not really good for the eggs either. Okay, we're going to talk about what I'm using to get rid of it. But I had to take those eggs from her and I had to put them in an incubator. But your broody hens, you need to be checking. As like more than anything else, you need to be checking your broody hens because they have all of the things that cause this, and it is super important that they do not hatch out chicks if they have any kind of parasite on them. Okay, if you hear nothing else from the entire video, check your broody hens. And I'm going to show you where we're going to check. I am going to go get one of my chickens. I'm going to put gloves on and I'm going to go get one of my chickens. I'm going to show you what lice looks like, how you can know. I'm going to talk about the signs that you can see. Unfortunately, a lot of the signs are what broody hens do anyway, okay? Shaking their heads a lot is a sign that they might have some kind of parasite. If they are fussy, if they're eating less, if they're not getting up as much, all the things that broody hens do, so you're not gonna notice, okay? So I really, really need everybody watching this, if you've got a broody hen right now and they got lots of eggs under them, please go check, okay? And I'm gonna show you how we do that. Hold on. Okay, so I'm just going to show you really quick with my sweet little hen here. This is one of the ones that I obviously was touching yesterday. Now, she did not have any lice or mites on her this morning, as of what I could tell, but I am going to put on the preventative type of medication. And it is, but they're both all natural, but this is the very mild, and it's called Primo. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's called Primo Poultry Spray. Again, I'm not 100% sure if this is the absolute best one. If you have any suggestions of ways that you make it yourself or really, really great products, please put it down in the comments for me. That would be awesome. We can all learn together about this. So the areas that she needs this the most are under the wings, all the way to the skin, because if you just spray it on top of the feathers, that's not actually that helpful. Around the vent area, and then around the base of her neck. Now, of course, I do not want to get this in her eyes, okay? So, but I'm gonna try to show all the way to her skin, and I'm gonna give her one good spray, okay? I'm gonna go to that, I'm gonna go to that vent area, okay? Okay, I'm gonna get two right there. And then the base of the neck without getting it anywhere near her face, okay? So tops, this is all the sprays I'm gonna do. Ta-da! And then I'm gonna massage it in a little. I'm gonna massage it in a little, okay? All done. Okay, so now it's time for cleaning out the coops and nesting boxes of the infected birds. So there are people that say that you should scrub every surface and then cover it in the same solution that we're putting on the birds. I am just going to clean out and get rid of all of the shavings, because what you're really needing to do is get rid of any fallen feathers, because they probably contain lice or mite eggs, okay? And they don't really survive well off of the host, the lice or the mites. And they're not gonna get on me, just so you know. I am gonna wear gloves just for sanitation reasons, but they do not, and I don't wanna transfer them other places. But they might get off on me on my clothing. That's how I did all of the transferring yesterday. So as soon as I am done, I will change clothes, I will wash, and make sure that I do not contaminate anything else. So, this is the first coop I'm gonna clean out, because I do know that at least one chicken does have some lice on her. She doesn't have any eggs yet, so we're catching it really early. I'm hoping that helps. I am going to clean out all the shavings, all the feathers from around here. I'm gonna take it out because it's trash day tomorrow, and this is a perfect time to just get it totally off the property. We will probably even spray that trash can when we bring it back. And I'm gonna let it air out a little bit after I put the chemicals in. Alright guys, it's been a week, and so I'm about to check all the birds again. If I see any live bugs, I'll show you what that looks like. I'm pretty sure this is one of the chickens that ended up with actual lice eggs on her. Unfortunately, you can see them. So either way, this is what the eggs look like. They get, sorry girl, they get stuck around the very shaft of the feathers, and they're gonna be worse on your they're gonna happen worse on your chickens that have really fluffy feathers. In fact, the only chickens that I don't have any bugs on at all are my chickens with really tight feather patterns. You might have seen some actual bugs. It's mostly just the eggs. So anyway, what I'm going to do to help this chicken is I'm going to spray her quite a few times all the way to the skin in this area around all these lovely feathers. And then I'm going to massage it in around everywhere. It does not surprise me that this specific chicken has them too, because this spray is great, but if your chicken has the eggs on them, they'll hatch again, and then you kind of have to kill again. And again, it kills on contact. I actually have one on my glove. So I'm going to try to show you what they look. I really want you to be able to see what they look like. It's right there, dead on my glove, okay? So hopefully we'll be able to zoom in on that. But I'm going to go ahead and reapply clove oil everywhere on this bird just because it won't hurt her. And I'm going to do, because she has a little bit, we're going to do the whole flock that she's with, and then I don't want to spread them like I did last time, so you have to be really careful. You don't want to re-expose flocks unnecessarily, okay? So you're going to do under each wing. And again, she's fussy because she's broody right now. I actually pulled her out of the brooder box, which, as we discussed, does not help them improve. So under each wing, and you'll see that I am massaging it in. And at the base of the neck is another, I know. The base of the neck is another place that the bugs really like to hang out. You can spray the clove oil twice a week, and you just work to get it taken care of. Another great thing that we're going to be doing is providing them diatomaceous earth in their dust baths. I'm going to go put her away. Okay, back with the chicken that where it all started. I just wanted to show y'all how quickly she is healing, and she is quickly becoming bug-free as well, because we're really staying on top of her treatment. Again, because she is has a lowered immune system. So I'm going to go ahead and show you again what she's looking like, and it's been exactly a week. And I just want you to see how much it's healed. You can see all of the new growth of skin, and just how it is a lot, it's not anywhere near as deep or bad as it was last time. So it's amazing how well she's healing and how well the clove oil is working on her. I hope you found this cautionary tale helpful in some way. It's been a painful learning process for us that I hope you can benefit from and try to avoid some of the issues that we have experienced this week. I am going to, just to remind you, I'm going to wash my hands and take all these clothes off and put them in the washer and change before I go in to check on any of our chicks. We have like 4 batches of chicks inside, and so I don't even know how many chicks we have, but it is pivotally important that they do not catch lice or mites. It's very, very dangerous for them. So I will be taking the utmost precautions to make sure that they do not catch this. I hope you found this helpful, and I hope to see you next time here on the farm. Bye, guys.